Harai-Goshi. Harai is the sweep. Goshi is the hip. It's the hip that's the throwing part. The harai, the sweeping leg, is what's helping you get them off of their feet. Harai-Goshi is a koshiwaza, not an ashiwaza. A lot of people teach you this Harai-Goshi here. Bam, catch the leg. No. Over here. Koshi goes in here. See? Harai-Goshi. You notice I didn't even touch him? And you're lifting them up on your hip and then throwing them over. So the leg doesn't do it. And then try not to let your leg touch their thigh. It should be about 1/2 inch to 1 inch away. You don't want to let your leg sweep go out. You want it to go back straight. When it swings out, you lose energy. This is a tribute to Richard Fukua. Richard Fukua was United States national champion, middleweight division, from Gardena, California. We were going to Kubasaki High School, algebra class. And in walks this tall Asian dude. This was Monday school. Friday night, we were at the dojo. And Ms. Fukushima says, tomorrow we have special guests coming. We had lots of special guests coming in. They were coming from all over the place, right? So Saturday, we're there. Okay, line up, everybody. Our special guest is coming in. And this was before class started, because if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. Typical military thing, right? But the dojo, if you weren't there before sensei was there, you were really in trouble. So we were always there like 1/2 hour early. And then Mr. Fukushima was there. He said, I'd like to introduce Richard Fukua, United States judo champion from Gardena, California. Our jaws dropped. There were 6 of us that were in his algebra class. He's a wonderful man. Not only a great algebra teacher, because we were scared to death of him, but his waza was absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, he passed away when he returned to the United States, I think in an automobile accident. But his tokui waza was Harai-Goshi. It was absolutely beautiful the way he did it. Kihon-no-kata, fundamental way. Right foot, left foot. But his left foot dug way back, and then the right foot just sweeps right out. On tandoku-renshu, what I do is, you see my left foot, you see how far over I step here, and then watch me dig my left foot back, and then here. 1, see how it steps over? 1. Kuzushi is this way here. So as I step in, you notice here, I'm turning. This comes way back, and you notice now I'm this way here, and now here. So kihon-no-kata, when you go to turn, it puts a great deal of pressure on your shoulder. How do you relieve that pressure? I'll show you. My elbow comes underneath the armpit. My forearm then turns his shoulder. Now there's no more pressure. Remember what I say, friends close, enemies closer. When you do uchikomi, you're not focusing on the certain parts of your body. You're just trying to do the whole thing at one time. A lot of times people go here, 1, 2, yeah! And nothing happens because they're too far away. Just to focus here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Boop. And then pow. Don't worry about your hands yet. So now you're going to go all the way in. Don't try to throw. Just try to fit in and then come out. Just float in and float out. No muscle. This is what happens a lot. Okay, comes in here. All right. Oh. See that? It's a real waste of time, a real waste of energy, and it leads to not good judo technique. Hi, see here? See here? See how I just, see how I am here? See how relaxed I am as uke? And I just allow him to come in. And you notice here, I'm still in the same position as when I started, yeah? It's the katana, desho? Yeah! You see how I have him in tight? He presses forward. Here. You notice how I get my hip in? Here. And then pow. So that's the origin of Harai-Goshi. On nage-no-kata, hai, each knee. Right? Hai, each knee. Up. And then here, this goes way over. And then you sweep on the outside. You always have to make adjustments. That's called kata. Structured routines consisting of patterns that focus on continuous improvement. That's what kata is. It's also called QIP, the quality improvement process. developed by Edward Deming, a great guy. Tried to sell the quality improvement process to American automobile manufacturers, and they kicked him out. He went to Japan, talked to Toyota. Toyota goes, that's good stuff, man. And guess who the #1 automobile manufacturer and retailer in the world is? Toyota. And Toyota has its own kata. They're always focusing on continuous improvement. That's what kata is. Somehow, somewhere, somebody says, it's formal. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. No. This is just a structured routine consisting of patterns that focuses on continuous improvement. You should never have to use strength. It's hard to fathom that, but judo is not strength. Judo is based on getting them leveraged and then taking advantage of that.
What, 140 pounds?
Yeah. Mifune was only 125, and he threw me around. I was 14 years old, and I had been doing Ryukyu Kempo 2D and everything, and man, he threw me around like shoe. So you see, I show you all the ingredients. Pretty soon you put all those ingredients together, and you have your very own Harai-Goshi. Just like Fukua sensei, my algebra teacher, he had a spectacular Harai-Goshi.
Arigato!